This is the Leadership Interview Assignment by Savannah Gardner. I interviewed Megan Stein. She is a lecturer in the Department of Agricultural Education and Communication, and most of her classes are focused within agricultural leadership development, and she also conducts various leadership trainings for agricultural and natural resources industry groups around Florida. In addition to her teaching and extension programming, Megan serves as the coordinator for the university-wide leadership minor at the University of Florida. I was also intrigued in interviewing Megan Stein because I do have the leadership minor. I selected Megan also because of her experience and wealth of knowledge regarding leadership. I respect her leadership style inside and outside of the classroom, and I hope to learn more about leadership after speaking with her. So during the interview, we met via Zoom. Megan was very compassionate, and it was clear that she had a true passion for leadership in every aspect. And she also had a wealth of knowledge and a wide understanding of leadership, and I gained a lot of respect for her. During the interview, just listening to her speak about how excited she was about it, I mean, you could see her eyes light up when she talked about leadership. So Megan's thoughts on leadership. Her personal definition is that leadership is a positive influence on those around you, and a leader is anyone that can exert an influence on others. The key pieces of advice that she offered for leadership or a leader in general is to be open to feedback and actually implement it when you receive feedback. Take care of yourself first as a leader so that you can guide those around you with energy and enthusiasm. Be conscious of your actions, place people in the right position according to their ability and attitude, and understand you can't be everything for everyone. A leader can only do so much, but it's important that they are conscious of what they are doing. Furthermore, the characteristics of a great leader, according to Megan, is someone who has the interests of those around them in mind. So they make decisions for the good of most people. It's not all about them, it's about others. So they generally just have positive intentions. They have compassion and enthusiasm. And an example of this, she said, was Martin Luther King Jr. He really cared about the cause that he was a leader for. But I would say Megan is also the perfect example of these characteristics of a great leader. So a key statement that I took away from Megan during the interview was the most challenging part of leadership. According to Megan, if you are a great leader, not everyone is going to like you. You must be courageous and willing to make hard choices. Doing the right thing can often create enemies, but it is important to overcome outside forces and push forward. So I thought this was really important that Megan mentioned this in the interview because not everyone is going to like you as a leader, especially if you're doing the right thing. And it is important that you always are strong and courageous, like she said, and are willing to make hard choices for the good of the most people, and even if that is going to create enemies or pushback from others. Another key statement from the interview that I really found profound was enabling others to be successful. So according to Megan, there's so much power in hope. Hope shows someone that you believe in them and want to see them succeed. Offering hope is the first and best step to becoming a great leader. Simply believing in them allows you to be a very impactful leader. And these were her words. Show them how cool they are. This was really interesting that she said this. I mean, I think her personality really shows through because there is so much power in being able to show people what they can actually do. They may not know their personal abilities or what they're capable of, but if you can show them how cool they are and what they are capable of accomplishing, then they will do more under your leadership, and then they will also become a great leader. So enabling others to be successful and just showing them how cool they are, that was something that really stuck out with me from the interview, and I think Megan does a great job of doing that. So after the interview, I would say that Megan is the perfect example of servant leadership. Her main goal is not to advance in rankings or to feel better about herself. It is to serve others, the community, and society at large. She really wants to give back and to be an example to others so that they can also be successful. She has good intentions as a leader and wants to see others go out into the world as good leaders. It is her goal to see others be successful, and she wants them to be the best that they can for themselves. In addition, she is very knowledgeable about leadership, and I truly respect her understanding. It was very impressive how much she knew about leadership and her enthusiasm for leadership. I thought that was something that stood out about Megan as a leader, is not only does she know a lot about it, but she's excited about leadership, and she wants others to learn about it, and she wants others to go out and be good leaders. So after this interview, I realized that leadership is a very complex and powerful issue. Ms. Stein pointed out that leaders can influence others in both a positive and negative aspect. She mentioned during our interview that the biggest difference between a good leader and an evil leader is their intentions. So an evil leader will have selfish intentions and only want to accomplish things for themselves, whereas a good leader has the intentions of everyone or the most people in mind at all times, so they want to see the best things happening for everyone. And I just thought that was very interesting because she mentioned the biggest difference between a good and evil leader is the intentions with which they lead. And I fully believe that she has good intentions, and it makes me want to have good intentions when I'm a leader and I go out to serve others in the community. I also gained insight into the key characteristics of a great leader, and important advice that I will implement into my future career. I learned so much from Megan, from her definition to the intention that a leader goes out into the world with, and I just want to be like her in so many ways, and I am so thankful we had the opportunity to do this assignment, to learn from others out in the industry. I mean, Megan is someone that I look up to greatly, and all I had to do was reach out to her, and she was more than willing to share her ideas about leadership and her own personal style. So thank you.